Wednesday morning on CFAM Radio 950 means another In the Mayor's Chair. Altona Mayor Harv Schroeder joining us this morning. And compared to the last time we chatted, Harv, it's like almost the other side of the coin. It's looking like spring. It's feeling like spring. Dare I say it's almost spring?
That's what I was going to say. It's almost spring. But which means that it is season of transition for our departments. So in recreation, the team is preparing for last day of ice in the arena to be March 21st. And then we'll be switching their focus more to the outdoor spaces and parks. And Public Works is steaming open the culverts and keeping an eye on snow melt and drainage, preparing for their other spring tasks once the snow is gone and the ground dries up. And for council and the town in general, it's a different season, and that's called budget season.
Now, that kind of leads us into the reality that we are looking at today, Harv. And as of yesterday, the United States did choose to apply wide-ranging tariffs on a variety of Canadian products, and that certainly is something that's on the mind of Altona Council.
Yeah, so as we're waiting for decisions that are being made that could affect many areas of the community, and it also could affect what we do in our planning and the purchases that we make. But those goalposts keep changing, it seems, every week. We've got to sit back and see what happens.
So let's talk a little bit about what Council is able to deal with right now. And generally speaking, just remind us a little bit about the municipal budget and what it is.
So the municipal budget is the planned itemized summary of money coming into the town and how that money is going to be spent in a year. So in Manitoba, the provincial government legislation requires a balanced budget. That means that the money coming in is equal to the money going out.
And let's talk a little bit about expenditures or the money going outside.
So on that money going outside, the budget, there are two components, the operating and capital. So the operating budget pays for the day-to-day expenses, stuff like salaries, utilities, supplies, fuel, and insurance. And if you were to budget at home, like a municipal budget, your home operating budget would probably look the same. Utilities, groceries, fuel, and insurance. And just like at home, the town bills go up with inflation.
Now let's talk about the capital budget of that side.
The capital budget pays for all the new big investments or the rehabilitation of current assets. The capital budget is paid for in two different ways. So we have reserve funds or debt payment. So reserve funds are set aside money to pay for capital projects that are planned, paid for in short term, like equipment replacement or often building repairs. The debt payment is often used for larger projects like new roads or facilities. So at home, this would be like big purchases like a house, a vehicle, or a major renovation.
So we've talked about the expenditures, Harv. Let's talk about the revenue side.
So on the money coming in, which are the taxes, the side of the equation is part from the property taxes, and part comes from provincial and federal grants, and parts come from user fees and other sources.
And let's talk a little bit more about balancing the budget.
So every year, town council, administration, with the input of public, decide on how best to balance that town budget. So we provide a lot of different services to the town and often have to make difficult decisions to make sure that that budget balances. So not every project makes the cut. So residents can come to review the financial plan and have their opportunity to voice their opinion at the financial plan hearing on March 25th at 6 p.m. at Council Chambers, and I hope to see you there.
Harv Schroeder, he's the mayor of town of Altona, joining us on a Wednesday morning for another In the Mayor's Chair on CFAM Radio 950. Have another listen right now on your Pembina Valley online app.